Turcia, România. Finala noastră, 26 martie, la Prima TV și primaplay.ro.
Viața este o epopee prin timp și spațiu. Un cumul de experiențe pe care ni le dorim fantastice.
Vino alături de mine într-o călătorie fascinantă prin lume și istorie. O aventură ce surprinde legătura dintre credințele străvechi și cele actuale, valorile comune care ne leagă și tradiții de bază. Vom descoperi împreună ingrediente și mirodenii surprinzătoare, experiențe gastronomice inedite, peisaje și destinații de vis, obiceiuri și ritualuri nemuritoare. Pe scurt, întreaga frumusețe a unui stil de viață care are puterea de a ne face mai sănătoși, mai fericiți. Vom întâlni personalități extraordinare, care ne vor împărtăși poveștile și experiențele lor inedite, dar vor deveni și o sursă de inspirație pentru toți cei care ne urmăresc. Sunt Maria Andrei, iar Life and Style începe chiar acum. Un nou sezon Life and Style începe ca o promisiune, cu bagajele pregătite și inima deschisă. Pornesc la drum din curiozitate, dar ajung mereu la povești care rămân, la gusturi care spun mai mult decât orice hartă și la locuri care te învață să trăiești mai frumos, oriunde s-ar afla ele. În fiecare ediție caut ceea ce dă sens unei destinații, tradițiile, oamenii, micile ritualuri și bucuria simplă de a fi prezent. Este un sezon despre descoperiri, despre eleganță fără efort și despre acel zâmbet care apare atunci când călătoria te schimbă. Așa că te invit să pornim din nou împreună la drum, pentru că aventura noastră continuă. Invitatul ediției de astăzi este Michael Flatley, nimeni altul decât dansatorul care a transformat stepul irlandez într-un spectacol planetar și a făcut din Lord of the Dance un nume rostit cu emoție în săli arhipline, de la Wembley până la turnee în 10 de țări. În interviul care urmează, vorbim despre rădăcinile lui profund irlandeze, despre disciplina care l-a dus până la un spectaculos record mondial, despre energia de nestăvilit pe care o aduce pe scenă și despre relația lui aproape spirituală cu Irlanda, locul pe care îl descrie drept casă pentru suflet.
I might have been built in Chicago, but I'm 100% Irish, and my parents are Irish. My wife is Irish. My son was born in Cork. All my grandparents, my family for hundreds of years is Irish, so it's deep inside in me.
It's so special to be Irish, I have to tell you that, because I have visited Ireland recently and I just loved it.
Yeah.
There is something special about that place.
There is. There's something very spiritual. That's hard to explain, but I find that there's a feeling when I walk in the land in Ireland that I don't find anywhere else. It resonates deep inside in my soul. And I find that a lot of people, even though they may not be from Ireland, when they go to Ireland, they have that feeling that they feel as if I'm home without knowing why. Yeah. And it's a very special place. Of course, there's so many myths and legends in Ireland as well. The land of saints and scholars and happy war songs and sad love songs, I think they call it, those kinds of things. But Ireland is special. It's a rare gem. I like to see it as the last stone unturned. It's still so very, very Irish, and some of the things that we do and the way we talk and the way we play our music, the way we dance, everything is very unique in a very special way.
It is.
Yeah.
I have to tell you that. It is. It is a very special place. So you have a Guinness record for tap dancing.
Yes.
35
taps in a second.
Taps in a second.
Yeah.
I mean, How long did you train? How long did you rehearse for that?
Oh,
it only took a second. Counting to 35 is just for a second.
Yeah, it only took a second. The thing is, first of all, nothing is impossible in this world. Anybody, if they put their mind to it and they work hard, can achieve great things. And sometimes things that are almost unimaginable can be created. And so I'd heard that there was an opportunity to try and break this record. And the first time I broke the record, it was 28. But then we sold out 24 consecutive shows at Wembley Arena in London. It's a record that still stands. No rock band has ever beaten us. And we decided to go, and I said, well, why don't we do 2 world records? And so I did the thing. So I had to just come back and think, a second.
Yeah, it's...
But there's more time in there than you think. And so what I had to do was focus on creating a step and then fitting it in there, getting to the number and then fitting it in. But what I hadn't calculated correctly was that the first time I broke the record, I wasn't even touring. I was just working my way up and practicing. But the second time when I was at Wembley, I was in the middle of a tour. So I was actually way sharper, way faster. And I didn't have to try nearly as hard for the second one as the first one. One of the things that's maybe difficult for people to understand is that the brain has to send the message. So if your brain is not razor sharp, it cannot accomplish the task with the feet. So you have to be able to tie the two together as one, and moving at that speed, it's an enormous amount of mental focus, and it's exhausting. Even just to prepare, you can only do it a certain amount of times at high speed before you're completely and utterly exhausted. But anyhow, I did it, and I'm glad I did.
I am glad you did it with these golden legs, right? Because your legs were insured for an amazing sum, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I have to tell you a very short story because in my, past life I was a model, and at one point I was filming. Thank you. I was filming a commercial for a leg cream or something.
Yes.
So I said, "How much did you insure my legs for?"
Yeah.
And they said 40,000 euros. And I said, "Come on! Michael Flatley did it for 25 million." And they said, "You're not Michael Flatley." I was like, "Oh no, but one day I will have the chance to."
Well, you're much better looking than Michael Flatley, I can tell you that. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
You're too kind. How does boxing go along with tap dancing?
Well, Gene Kelly, who was a great dancer, was also a boxer, and James Cagney, the great actor, a tap dancer, was also a boxer in his youth. And I was very honored that in later in life, in his life, Muhammad Ali became friends. We became very good friends, and he was a dancer as well. Which is immediately apparent when he's in the ring. And so they do go together. But when I dance, my style is very aggressive. I don't know, I want to say I attack the stage, but I do. It's everything I have. It's a very masculine approach to dance, and very, I can't get enough.
You sting like a bee. He's flying like a butterfly.
Yes. I can't. It seems like I can't fit in enough when I'm out there. I want to try to go to the edge every night. How far can I go? It's like when you dance to the limit every night, you're pushing yourself, and when that, after years and years, I made a deal with myself that when I go something new that I hadn't done, something too far, I enter chaos instead of the known realm of what I'm doing. And so I did this secret deal with myself that I would try to enter chaos every night in one of my dances somewhere, doing something I'd never ever done, going to a place where I know I'd be taking a chance with my body, be taking a chance with my whole aura, but it kept me razor sharp. And I was able to accomplish things I never thought possible.
I mean, 60 million people, right, are
Thank God.
amazing.
Yes, I'm so blessed.
60 countries, over 60 countries.
That's
already.
right, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yes, it's a
You're
blessing.
a lord, a true lord of the dance.
Thank
right.
you, darling. Bless you.
So, what's your favorite place in Ireland? Is it Cork? And does Madonna still love you?
Just what?
Madonna does still love you?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't answer that. But yeah, I mean, our home, Castlehyde on the Blackwater River, is a beautiful place. It's extraordinary, and I love to get into the river every day. Christmas, New Year's, if I'm there.
It's very cold.
Yeah, it is. It's actually, funny enough, the river is colder than the sea, but I get in the sea also every day. And it's coming up. This is the time of the year now when, you know, there might be 6 or 8 people. By December, they might be 2. By January, February, it's just me. They know me. They point at me. So that's that crazy Irish guy. You know, they know. They're standing in their fur coats looking down at me at the sea, but I do love it, and it's good for the brain, good for the body, great for the joints, and very empowering.
So Cork would be your favorite place?
I don't know if I can say that. Yeah, I mean, it certainly is on the near the top, but I also love Dublin because I've spent so much time in my life in Dublin, so many friends there, so many places that I go to, and I'm sort of known. There's a big sort of relationship between me and Dublin, and it's where I started everything.
So your favorite place in the world, because you're a citizen of the world?
Yes, my favorite place is right here, right now with Maria.
Oh,
Was that the right answer?
Of course, the best answer. You're also involved in many charities, right?
Yes.
So, and that would be around the world, actually.
Yes.
So, what motivates you to do that?
Oh, I think it's inside in me, but I think it's inside in many people. I feel fortunate. I mean, I was 35 when I first hit the world stage. In the 30 years since I began this, I might have had one dancer that danced until that age. Almost everybody retires in their late 20s. And so I felt that I was given a blessing from God that I had my opportunity. And so it hurts me, it pains me to see others in trouble, you know. And I suppose, I think maybe over 20 years I've been supporting the Ireland Fund, which helps underprivileged kids but anybody in Ireland who needs help. And of course my charity, Cancer Breakthrough Research, is one of my big ones as well. And I've been with them for 15 years, and that's even before I got cancer. So amazing how that all worked out in the end. But that's really important for me, to inspire other people that they follow their dream, everybody. And so, as an example, if I go into one of the hospitals and I meet a child who's not doing well, I will trying to help them to visualize being fully healthy and fit and back to normal, and let's see, what are we going to do next? Come on, tell me, what's the dream? And I go try to get inside in them and get them to start believing. That's the first step, is believing that you can get better.
You're extremely generous, really, and I mean it that.
Thank you.
So you also built a great legacy for yourself, right? And also training so many others.
Yes.
You lead by example. Is there someone that you can trust that he or she can carry this honor on his shoulders, or rather feet?
Well, the shows are very demanding physically. So we have to rotate the lead dancers. So there's 3 different men who take my position that rotate, and their careers are short. As I said, they might only be at that level for 3 to 5 years, and then they might lose the edge, or a lot of them sometimes just get married or go off and do what life is doing. So there's no definitive person. I remember, as an example, in 1997 I did almost 300 shows in 1 year. And the thing to remember about this is that I was so driven, I was so motivated, because for my first 35 years, I was broke, swinging a sledgehammer on Chicago's South Side and digging foundations and boxing. And so finally, when I had the opportunity and I was making money, I followed my dream. I just couldn't take a night off. And the other thing is that because the show was me, all of the dancers can have 2 nights off a week. Just me, I couldn't take 1 night off because the audience is paying to see me. And that's a really important point. And then when I decided then, the demand became so high that we had to have a second troupe and a third and a fourth and a fifth. And then I started bringing in young men that could do my role, which helped me. I continued touring. And you have to understand, I've got maybe 40 dancers touring the world. And I've tried to explain to them that every single night has to be their greatest show ever. Every night. There's no nights off, because somebody paid a lot of money to come and see this show, and it's their dream. They've been waiting months for us to get here. They've been waiting months. Now we're here. They don't care if we don't feel good or our legs are sore. What they want to know is this is going to be the greatest show in the world tonight. And our job is to make sure that that happens. And a lot that you don't see that goes into it. You can see the hard work on stage, but what you don't see is equally as important as what's on the stage.
Do all these things at the level that you do the things.
I think if you love what you do, Maria, you find time. It just happens. You know, you just find time and get it done. If you care about it, you know, what's that saying? If you want something done right, do it yourself. And I've made a lot of mistakes, but I'm happy with that. At least I tried. I found another thing that didn't work. I don't see it as a mistake. I just, you know, keep going. And in the very beginning of this show, when I'm speaking every night, is the one thing again, I go back to the motto is if you believe in yourself and you follow your dream, nothing is impossible. You're going to come up against brick walls in life, and you got to find a way to make sure that that doesn't stop you. Go over it, go under it, go around it, or crash through it, but somehow get to the other side. Find a way to the other side. And you can do that. There is no instance in life when you can't accomplish that if you set your mind to it. It's like the little child in the hospital bed. Do you believe it? Can you see next Christmas? Santa's coming? Can you see? Can you feel it? You know, and then she starts to dream, and you just have to believe it. Yes, I'm on the other side of that wall. Let's go. And that's how I approach everything.
You're truly inspiring.
Thank
Really.
you. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you. You think that you can come to Romania at this
I hope so.
anniversary event?
I
We
hope
really
so.
hope so.
Oh yeah,
Hope so.
no, I must say I've had some wonderful times in Bucharest, and it's such a beautiful part of the world. It's just some of the music. I heard this violin player one night wherever I was, and somebody I never saw before, I'll never see again, and it just made me cry. I was sitting there trying to eat, and I just couldn't focus on my food or anything. I couldn't stop crying. Imagine the talent in that man's hand when he was playing. And it wasn't the virtuosity didn't come from his technique. It came from deep inside in his soul. Otherwise, I wouldn't have cried. There's many violin players I've heard that they don't move me, but this was natural and true talent, real talent. Beautiful. So yes, I'm looking forward to spend time in Romania.
Great message for our Romanian fellows.
Yes.
So what else should we expect other than perfection from your show?
That's a great question. If you can think what I just said about the violin player, when you see our show, you're going to see an enormous amount of energy. 30 dancers in a straight line, dancing as fast as they possibly can, hitting the floor several times a second at exactly the same time. That doesn't happen by accident. That does not happen by accident. So months and months and months of long days and sore legs to get that perfect. But I think the thing that you will notice when the audience leaves is they feel inspired, motivated. You know, it's a story of good versus evil, love versus lust, you know, and the good guy wins at the end, against the odds. He got to the other side of the wall. How did he do that? And so it's a heart-moving experience. And so I find it very emotional. We just gave an award or a little gift to one couple from England that saw our show over 250 times. And there's a list a mile long of people that have seen it over 100 times because it's addicting. You want to come back because it makes you feel great, no matter how good or bad your day was. Once you've seen that show, your toes are tapping, you feel good, you're humming the music, you know, and that's in today's world, a family show like that, I don't know, I'm just so proud to be in my business. I'm in the joy business.
Aceasta a fost întâlnirea noastră cu Michael Flatley, un om care vorbește despre mișcare cu aceeași precizie cu care o și face. Dincolo de lumini, costume și aplauze, rămâne ideea simplă că talentul are nevoie de muncă, iar emoția are nevoie de curaj ca să ajungă la public. Dacă interviul acesta ți-a aprins pofta de spectacol, lasă-l să te ducă mai departe. Caută muzica, ritmul și poate chiar o sală în care să vezi pe viu ce reprezintă stepul la nivel de artă. Până săptămâna viitoare ne puteți urmări și aici. Să aveți o primăvară minunată!
Programul este disponibil pe primaplay.ro. Aplicația este disponibilă pentru iOS